Hey, it's Katie Mae and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you guys 5 tips for beginning homeschoolers. This year I am a beginning homeschooler. This is my first year homeschooling. I am homeschooling my twins. They are doing the pre-K curriculum from The Good and the Beautiful. At the moment, they are 3, getting ready to turn 4 this fall. So let me tell y'all, it's been a ride. If you watch my honest reaction to our first week of homeschooling, you will hear all about that. But let's go ahead and get into today's video. Tip number 1 is something that I heard a lot on podcasts and stuff, but I really didn't pay much attention to till it came to I was in that seat. And that tip is to do not push things that your kids do not enjoy. Instead, focus on things that they sort of act like they like and are kind of good at. Because if you push things that they don't enjoy, let me tell you, everybody's going to be in a temper tantrum. Been there and done that already at the start of this school year. And I want to say real quick, if you hear grunting and toddler talk in the background, Ben is in the room right next to me trying to lay down for his nap. I'm probably a little loud. He probably wants to have a conversation. So if you hear that, that's what that is. And also there is a tractor somewhere around my house going. And it's like a constant murr. So if you hear that, that's what that is as well. Okay, tip number 2 is something that I'm almost ashamed to admit that I had to tell myself, but it's something that realistically I had to tell myself, and you may have to tell yourself too. And it is to keep public educators in mind. That's not what I'm ashamed of. What I'm ashamed of is to keep them in mind, because think about how they would act in a classroom. This is why I say keep them in mind. How would they react? Would they absolutely just lose their crap because a kid didn't know what to do? No. So keep them in mind and only react to your children in a way that you would see a public educator in a school system acting. Do not act Ben's got a lot to say. Do not act or react in a way that you would not want a public educator treating your child in the public school system. That's all I'm going to say about that. Leave it there. Just definitely a good reminder to tell yourself before you're about to lose it because your kid's throwing a tantrum for whatever reason on any given school day. And a disclaimer to add on to that, I'm not saying don't discipline your children. I'm not saying that at all. There are times when a child needs some discipline. I'm just saying if it's every little thing and you literally want to lose your crap and discipline them, probably not a good idea, because they're going to grow to hate school, not want to do school. Anytime you mention school, throw a fit. We need to try to make it fun and enjoyable for them. But if there is a legitimate cause for discipline, I say go for it. I mean, you know what your child does or does not need. Just keep the public educators and their appropriate actions and reactions in mind. But you are the parent and you can offer discipline if needed. End of rant. Tip number 3 is to take it before the Lord in prayer. I mean, every single day before you start your school day, go and pray over the whole day. Give it to God. Because trust me, you will have much more peace if you do this, and you will have much more self-control when dealing with tiny people. Tip number 4 is to keep a journal tracking everything you do in homeschool. Write down everything you do. Write down your big milestones, big moments for your children, and keep a list of why you are homeschooling. Trust me, the hard days will come, and when they come, it's just great to have a written down reminder note that you wrote reminding you why you're putting up this fight, why you are putting forth this effort, why it is so important that you do what you are doing right now, because the hard days, as I said, will come and everything in you will want to quit. And it is so helpful to have that little reminder to just hold on to that little bit of peace and know that the day will end, and hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. It will be better tomorrow. But rough patches come and go. That's just part of it, no matter the age, I'm sure. No matter the kid, there will be a time, there will be a season. Seriously, keep track so you know what you're doing, you know you're getting something done, and also you know why you're doing it. And my final tip number 5, is to have grace. You might be the teacher, but you are also a student right along with your child. You don't have a teaching degree, okay? And when I say have grace, I mean for yourself. Of course, have grace for your children, but have grace for yourself. You don't have a teaching degree. You are winging it, okay? Each day that you do a lesson, you're learning what does and doesn't work. You're learning right alongside your children. You're learning your children. It is okay to have days that don't go so well. Have grace, try again, keep track of what is and isn't working, and try again the next day. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video because Ben is just getting really antsy in the background, and I'm trying to cut it off before he just decides to throw an all-out fit. And I'm burning up this candle beside me. It's making me have a hot flash, all that. But go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.